There's an acute water shortage in Tamale. The situation is forcing residents to resort to diverse means of getting water. The Ghana Water Company says it's working round the clock to ensure that the challenge is tackled. Listen to Member of Parliament for Tamale South make a case in Parliament on Tuesday.
And the matter relates to an acute water shortage in Tamale, a crisis that affects the daily lives of our constituents in the greater Tamale metropolis and its environs. And the acute water shortage has gripped our city, leaving our beloved people parched and desperate. Mr. Speaker, that has occasioned some immense hardship and impacting negatively on every aspect of life in the Tamale city, whether from Gujatua, Kudula through Lameshegu through Sanaragu through Kobrimagu, Kuku, or whether through Kotonle or Palsi or Sakasaka or Sogna Hill or Sabonjira, the problem remains the same. And our people are seen carrying what is popularly known as the Kufuor gallons in search for water. Mr. Speaker, many of the communities have not even seen pipe-borne water in the last few years. In some areas for 2 years, no pipe flowing. And many of the rural areas, such as Toto, Yapala, Zo, Nantonzo, Kapaile, have to rely on dam water in order to be able to access potable water. Mr. Speaker, almost all the Tamale water projects have suffered delays. I do know that government came in with some 272 million euro assurance that there will be further development on the Bywater International Limited water project, which was at Dalang, and to move it to Yapi, so that access could be expanded even to affect areas like Damangu. Mr. Speaker, Tamale is fast growing and is considered one of the fastest growing cities in West Africa and is becoming a major problem for many of us members of parliament in that particular area. Mr. Speaker, accordingly, I want to government to consider declaring Tamale a water scarce zone, allocate emergency resources to address the immediate needs of residents in the Tamale metropolis, and then deploy emergency water relief supply. Even if the Ghana Water Company can ration water around the community, it may alleviate the suffering of the people. Mr. Speaker, in conclusion, the water shortage in Tamale is a humanitarian crisis demanding urgent attention by government.
Head of Communications at the Ghana Water Company Limited, Stanley Mate, joins us with some answers. Mr. Mate, grateful for your time. What is the challenge of the Ghana Water Company Limited in providing or supplying water to the Tamale metropolis? Hello, Mr. Mate. I'm asking what the challenge is, reason why you haven't been able to supply water to the Tamale metropolis.
Yeah, thank you very much for having me, Aisha. Okay, so the Tamale situation has got to do with some 4 or 5 meetings which we have been working hard to solve. Now, the first one currently is the dry season. And the dry season, the levels of the Nawuni River goes down. So then we are unable to extract enough for treatment. Now, when the level also goes down, what we do is we sand alluvial sand active. So it separates the water, it agitates the water, makes it highly acidic. So when we extract the water, we are unable to extract enough and treat enough for the people. So it has created a shortfall between demand and supply within the community. That is one of the reasons. This we have been trying to solve with the community for a very long time, but we haven't been successful, very successful in that area. Now the other one is the fact that our transmission line from Gala, where the treatment plant is located, into the Tamale area, is always punctured by the communities along the transmission line. What they do is to plunge the line to feed their cattle and to use the water for their farms and all that. When it so happens, we always need to shut down and to repair these lines. And when we shut down, definitely we realize that it will take a bit of time for us to recharge the line before water gets to every part of the community. The other aspect there's a destruction of our pipelines within the community by contractors. Okay, currently a full stretch of pipeline has been destroyed by one contractor, which we are dealing with at the moment. We need to repair this time before we're able to send water to this community. Okay. So so this one, in addition to other challenges that we have in the system, it's affecting the Tamale metropolis. We have been working around the clock to ensure that these things are solved. We have been working with the MPs in the area, like Honorable Haruna Isusu and some other MPs like Alaji Semini and others to see how best we all can work together and to solve the problem. So we are working at that, and we are hopeful that if everything goes well, we should have enough water. There is a project to expand the Tamale treatment plant and to have a new one. Okay, but there's still more work to be done. So we are assuring the people that we are not just taking a look, but there's a lot to be done to ensure that the problem in the metropolis is solved. Okay.
I'm grateful for your time, Stanley Mate. So we're looking at when for the water to be, supplied back to the people.
Sorry, I didn't hear that question.
I'm saying that roughly when do you estimate that these challenges will be succumbed to, and then you will give them water?
In the system, except it's not enough to serve the entire population adequately the way they expect. Okay, so what we are doing is we are using other means in serving, especially the central service providers, like the hospitals and then the schools, and national security and NADMO are all helping in that vein. Okay, so I can't sit here and give timelines when we're going to have enough water to supply the community or the metropolis 24/7. But we are doing everything possible so that people will have water, enough water to survive on. What we are asking them to do also is to cultivate the habit of the culture of storing water. So when water is flowing, you store, or during your rationing day, you store. And then in the event where water is not flowing, you restore to your storage. So all these things are being done. And we also expect that the opinion leaders and the and then the member of parliament and other senior members of the community will also support the GWCL as we do everything possible to ensure that there's adequate water within the metropolis. Aisha.
Stanley Mate is Director of Communications at the Ghana Water Company Limited. Now.